Hello everybody, my name is Dude Man and welcome back to some more Skyfactory. And boy, has it been a long time since I uploaded a video. Well, I'm gonna end up explaining that right now as to why I haven't. Well, for one thing, my mic ended up breaking, or my last mic broke, because it ended up, continuously, what's the word? Wrapping itself around itself. I don't know, it's just kind of tangled up like crazy and stuff. To the point where I was trying to pull it apart, but then the wires inside got kind of pulled apart, so it was kind of unreadable for my computer. Or my computer couldn't read it, so it ended up breaking, but that was going to happen eventually, whenever that would happen. So, and it took me maybe like a week to get a new mic, which is a Razer mic. There is static, like probably made a little bit more static than normal, but I'll try and like get rid of it the best as I can with Camtasia. But I'm still working on getting on a microphone for just commentary and stuff, which I need this thing called the Icicle, which I think it's used to do something with the audio so that it can go into my computer and then I can just record my commentary and stuff in these videos. So so yeah, I don't mean to not upload videos for so long. I didn't mean for that to happen and stuff. But that's the whole reason why I haven't uploaded videos all that much and stuff. So anyways, I've done a couple things off camera. Well, one, I made a fluid transposer, and just to get an item that is very useful, I end up getting a flux infused axe. That took a bit. It took a bit to get that, honestly, but I was able to get it in the end, which is nice. It seems like baby zombie. I needed another. Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, I heard a skeleton shoot. All right. Today I am gonna make a weapon that is gonna be very useful for that Killer Joe over there. I am like kind of thinking about either making let's see. Oh, by the way, before we get into the new stuff here, I'm thinking about either getting the scythe or the cleaver. Cleaver is its special ability is beheading, but the scythe's special ability is to be able to attack enemies that are in the 3x3x3 area, kind of like what the hammer does for mining. But this thing is like really perfect for if you want to kill multiple enemies at a time, like in a mob spawner. So but I want to get heads mostly, which we can put beheading on this. But this thing, special ability does beheading and stuff, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose. Oh boy, I don't know. So yeah. So in the new Tinkers, there's a ton of new weapons here, like the crossbow, the bolts, the shurikens, the javelin, throwing knives. I think there's also a longbow. Yeah, the longbow and all that cool stuff. The longbow is a ranged weapon, and obviously it has a greater range than a short bow. It is able to shoot heavy arrows, but performs worse with light arrows. So I'm guessing this thing does more damage than the short bow, obviously. That's pretty cool. I'm not really gonna make this, but I think I want to make the crossbow. It looks pretty damn cool. The shurikens are really cool though. Short range throwing weapon, thrown instantly. Who knows? I might end up making this. Might end up making something else. I don't know. I kind of want to make this though. But that's for later. Let's make the scythe and see how that goes. So let me get these parts and then I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, I got a legendary loot bag. This is extremely rare. And then so yes, somebody was talking outside my room, so I was like, what the hell's going out there? Alright, so let's see what's inside. This is not a legendary loot bag. That is bullshit. Okay, if you... What? Why doesn't that... Did they change that? That has to be a bug. Normally, if you break the portable tank, if there's ever anything in there with a pickaxe, it loses its contents or whatever. For some reason, that's not happening unless they change it in the config, which I can understand, but that's dumb. Whatever, make another portable tank. So, what I want to do here is I want to try out this pokefennium or something. I don't know. Some copper. So yes, because that is supposed to be, from what I read in the NAI, equivalent to manulin. So let's see. Cool. Can I milk you? I can't. Apparently, current cooldown isn't done yet. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, he's almost ready to be milked again. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay. And we got that. Let's see. I need freaking conduits, god damn it. God damn it. I forgot conduits. Fluid. There we go. Alright, so let's see. There's a way to transfer this in here, just gotta do this. Shut up. Alright, so let's see. There we go. It should go in there. Oops. There it is. Almost two buckets. Oh, let's see. Hopefully that should be about enough. My god, that goes slow. Alright. Okay, that does work. How much? Wow. Are you kidding me? How much is left? Kind of like almost a full buck. Oh my god! A pokefennium scythe head! Oh my goodness! Alright. It doesn't say. Damn. Alright, now we got that. That's pretty freaking awesome. Alright, where's this cow? How much time do I have left? Okay. Alright, so now we got the scythe. Let's try to get these patterns here. Or these other tool parts. Let's see. I want more modifiers. So I think I might end up making that as a modifier. I think I might have these two just papered. And this probably just, I guess, another tool rod that's made of pokefennium or something, maybe? I don't know. Alright, I think that should be good. One thing I don't like about iguana tweaks, I think that's what it is that it actually, I think you can do this in the config, but you can't. Apparently I can't use freaking paper. That's freaking great! Oh, Jesus. Okay. Apparently, what the hell? That is so weird looking. Looks like a kitchen knife, kinda, I don't know. Okay, apparently we had enough, which is pretty nice. Purple tool rods and stuff. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Nope. Nope. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, does that scythe look cool. See? Manulin. Oh, that's so awesome. What the fuck? God, what the hell's wrong with you? God damn, I heard him fall and break his legs going, thinking like, no, that's like my only source of manulin. What is that sound? I keep hearing that. That is so weird. Yeah, whatever. It's always around this area. I wonder if it's a sound bug or something. Okay. I'm just glad to have a tool that's kind of like made out of manulin. Oh boy. God, this thing looks weird with that white thing in the bottom. Okay, so let's see. We can add modifiers though. We can do here. Oops, not all of it. Just give me one. Okay, there you go. I think it's just block of gold and a diamond, and then the other one's like a diamond block and a golden apple. I will sacrifice my diamonds just for this. Like a notch apple, kind of. I think I'm hearing music, but I'm not hearing anything. Sweetness. Alright. I think that's it. Okay, so let's see. Doop doop. Not my pickaxe. Yes. And then is it block? Yeah, block of gold and a diamond. Arg! I'm getting confused. There we go. Now this thing has 3 modifiers. Now I should be able to put beheading on it, which is gonna be nice. It already does enough damage as it is, so it's okay. Obsidian, so I need like 3. I can put 1 more modifier if I get another store, but I'm not at that point yet, which I will be soon. Alright, sweet, beheading 3, so we have like, at least, I'm guessing like 30% chance of getting heads. I should probably put luck, but that's okay. As long as this thing has, I should probably put this faucet away before I forget. There we go, that's good. Alright. The amount of durability, this thing is going to last for a long time. Oh, please, freaking tell me I could use it. Are you kidding me? This thing doesn't work with a Killer Joe. But at least I can just do this. This would be a really good weapon to go into the nether with. Yeah! Oh, you got luck! Oh my goodness. That's awesome, and an extra modifier. Oh my god. Luck and an extra modifier. How crazy is that? And already it's full. Holy crap, I need freaking barrels. Alright, so I guess there were just a ton of other things. I got some sapphire nuts and some ender lily seeds. Alright, so let's see. I think I can just deal with this scythe for now, so I don't really need to use the enders and stuff. So that's okay. Let's see. No, that doesn't go in there. Glad I'm getting a lot of that. It's not hard to make. It's just kind of it just takes ender pearls, and I don't like using ender pearls for many things until I get a. What the fuck was that? Sounded like a baby zombie, but I didn't really hear it all that well because I was talking. God damn, that sounded creepy. This world is really starting to creep me the hell out. I swear. Okay. And by the way, no, I don't have the hero by mod in here, so I have no idea what the fuck that was. Okay, let's check out these guys. Okay. Did I hear a popping sound? The fuck? Go away! What is up with the sheep? Go away. I don't need that. I already have like a freaking barrel of potatoes and apples. Just for the store. Okay. Now there's one thing I want to show you guys. You see this thing here? This thing is called the Crafter, which is from Ender.io. And hold on, let me get this. Alright. This is supposed to insert. Let's have that priority 1. And then this one happened to be priority -1. Fuck, I can't reach that like this. So let's see. I will probably change it if it doesn't work that well. So, what this thing does is that this thing is only allowing sugarcane. And if you don't know, over here, this thing can make nutrient distillation just from sugarcane, which is not the best. It's not any better than Netherwort, but at least it's easy to renew and stuff. And let's see. So yes, this thing collects. I need to recharge that thing. This thing collects sugarcane and then crafts it into sugarcane, which is displayed here. See, if I take that out, there's nothing in there, which I kind of wish I didn't do. Let's see. I think I still have some sugarcane. Why is what? forgot to lock it. Alright. So yes, sugarcane goes into the crafter. There we go, that's where it's supposed to go. Sugarcane goes into the crafter and then turns into sugar. Like, as in, you know, it crafts for you. And that's what I need, so I don't have to do this myself. There we go. And, you know, there's like a ton of this, so consider how much, you know, the nutrient installation we get and how much it uses from the Killer Joe. It's a really good system. It is, I don't think I ever had to, you know, renew it ever again, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's put that in there. I think I had some more Mysterious Safari Nets, apparently I do. It's pretty nice. Alright, let's check these guys out. Okay, there's a cow with a freaking hat. I want that hat. Never mind then. Chicken. I don't know how that cow survived the attack. What the fuck? Okay. Since this thing has an extra modifier, I would just give this luck. Yeah, let's give it luck. Funny, I'm not really getting all that much lapis essence. It's kind of weird. I think I'm getting a ton of everything else, but the lapis happens to be like the thing I'm not getting the most of. Alright, let's see. Very nice. Luck and fortune. Or looting and fortune. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty good scythe. Holy shit, this thing is turning into a badass weapon. Alright. What next should we work on? Oh yeah, that's right. We need to make a certain item so that hopefully, I'm not sure if this works, but I'm just going to test it out. I am going to make the wireless charger. Yes, this does require an ender resonator, which is kind of expensive. Setting these things are annoyingly rare. And then we need an octadic capacitor. Why are these things so freaking resource heavy? What in the world? Okay, so these things are expensive as hell. Alright. Let me make this real quick. So yes, you need a vibrant alloy, which is like, I think it's energetic alloy with ender pearl. That noise again, what the hell? And we need an enderman head with some solarium and some silicons. And then octadic capacitor with some more vibrant alloys and then some double layer capacitors with glowstone. So, I'll be right back once I got all the items and stuff. And, oh my goodness, ender resonator. That rhymes kinda. Alright, that's nice. Alright, that took a bit. Alright, let's see. Electric steel. Okay, it's about like a 7 of it. Boy, are these things expensive. That was a very expensive item. Now let's hope we need to put power into it, so I guess I could just put it right here. Alright, there we go. It doesn't have an interface, but as you can see from Wayla, it's being charged with a ton of power, which kind of worries me a little bit. Let's see, does it actually charge the axe when it's in here? No, it's not. But right now it is. As you can see in the right there, it's charging up wirelessly. Isn't that freaking cool? And this thing works with a lot of things. So that's pretty nice. What? Okay. Anyways, alright, so that's the wireless charger. Pretty nice. I like the little item. I'm gonna make some more diamonds here. Should probably get more diamonds or diamond essence seeds and stuff. 14, nice. Alright, cool. And how are you doing? You're almost done. But you have a lot of sand left. For some reason, some of the broken ore end up going into here. I have no idea why. Not really sure why some of the stuff ends up getting pulled out and then put into here. At the moment, it's not doing that, so that's good. Whatever. Alright, so let's see. What else we should do? I think we should probably get into some flying, honestly. Because it's going to be so much easier just to place blocks while in the air and stuff. Let's see. I am going to use jetpacks for now. Look, there's a ton of this. What the fuck? A mysterious potato can do the thing. What the fuck does that mean? Flight control unit, that's cool. Enriched solarium alloy. Wow. Holy crap, I really want to. Dark solarium jet plate. Tier 5, this is another tier 5. What the fuck is the point? Which is the difference here? I don't see any difference, honestly, unless I'm looking at it wrong. Whatever. Alright, so there's a ton of more things you could do with jetpacks from what I remember back then. Conductive iron, that's cool. Whoa. That is so freaking cool. Okay. As you know, it takes a ton of resources just to get up to the 4-tier jetpack. A ton. Okay. There's something outside my room. I'm just hearing weird things outside my room. Alright, so yeah, look at that. That's a crazy recipe. Less stone thruster, just needs like a steam dynamo, pneumatic servo, freaking copper gear, some coil, lead ingots, glass, whole ton of stuff. That's pretty freaking crazy. And then you need this. That's not that bad. I remember back then on Guardian Skies, it took a bit for me to make. Alright. I think for now we should just stick with the leadstone jetpack. Or even, no, actually let's go up to harden. So, I think I might end up doing a little speed run or something like that. Not speed run, like video. I end up going super fast when crafting this thing. So, I guess let's get started. First, I need to make a leather strap. That's not bad. All right, let me get started. First, I need to figure out how to get leather. then, bam. Oh god, that took so freaking much. Wait. Oh boy! Alright, let's see. Oh, I forgot how to use this thing. Oh my god, that jetpack is so cool. I got flight. Holy shit. Awesomeness. Ow, fuck. Okay, so we finally got flight. That wireless charger really does charge items really far away. Didn't really know I was able to go that far. Wow. Jeez. Alright, that's pretty nice. We finally got some type of flight. Really awesome. I want to make an armor stand here real quick. There we go. And put my armor on this thing here. Nice. Alright, cool. Can this actually go on here? That is so cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, finally we were able to get some type of flight, which I am super glad about. I just wish I can toggle it. Let me see. Change it here. Or I guess it just only lets you just, yeah, hold the base spacebar and stuff. Okay. That is okay. Ow, that's okay with me. As long as I have flight, I'm okay. Yeah, I'll make barrels for that, for the mob spawner later, but just not now. Alright. I think that might be it for now, guys. I would guess in the next recording session, I think I might end up going to the Nether. Yeah. I think I might just end up going to the Nether because I like to try and see if I can find another fortress. So I can find some wither skeletons and then trap them in the... What the hell? Okay, that was weird. And trap them in a safari net and then use it as a mob spawner so I can you know, make a wither farm and do some other special things with that and stuff, so... Oh boy, that's gonna take it back. Can't wait for Domcraft to get in here, because I think it's supposed to be in here. I think if what I've heard, Wild from Twitch, he's supposed to be he's the one who's gonna be adding that in, so I'm not sure whenever that's gonna happen. That's what I just heard from Big on his stream and stuff. What the frick? Okay, their heads are just freaking me out. So anyways, guys, I think that should be about it for today. We are able to finally get a former flight, and I think that's GG particles, if I've seen that right. And yeah, and we were able to make a couple other stuff. The wireless charger, which is pretty nice. And there's another... Yes, the wireless charger, the craft, I didn't show that, but it's pretty easy to make and stuff. And I think that was about it. I need to make more engines though, so I can keep up with the other machines here. So yeah, that should be about it. So guys, if you want to try this map out for yourself, I have a link in the description for you guys to download the AT launcher. This map is called Skyfactory 2, and it's for 1.7.10. So yes, pretty awesome mod pack. I freaking love it. It's awesome. So anyways, guys, my name is Dudeman, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, there we go, dancing. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.